weekly dose of hot takes, plot twists, and unfiltered book talk with your favorite romance-obsessed besties, Maddie and Kyla.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alive.
I get that.
I want to thank everybody for being. Well, we have so many listeners, but I had to delay a day on releasing the episode because I had COVID. So,
Good old COVID.
yup. And whatever new strain is hitting my area really hard right now is brutal. I was in bed for 3 days, unable to move.
Sorry, I know. I can always tell when Kyla's sick because I don't get TikToks for the whole span of time when she's down. So it's really quiet on my end of social media for those few days.
That's because when I'm sick, I just watch trash TV.
I do the same thing.
I literally just lay in bed and watch trash TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Chris luckily stayed home with us yesterday. So I can have one more day of like just figuring it out. But yeah, it sucked. It was rough. Feeling much better today though.
Good. I'm glad. Happy to hear it.
Yes. I got so much done today for how sick I was. Oh, that was nice. Anyway, thank you all for listening and not running out on us because we didn't record and I got sick.
Yeah, yesterday was hard, guys. So thanks for bearing with us a little bit.
Yes, for sure. We read Run on Red by Noelle. I should have looked up how to pronounce her last name. No, I'm not even
I'm
trying.
going with Ihli.
Ihli?
Ihli.
That's probably right.
I don't know.
I'm probably way overcomplicating it. Anyway, Run on Red. It is a thriller. Is it considered a horror book or just a thriller book? I don't know. It's definitely a thriller.
Yeah. It was definitely a different version of Masked Men than what we're used to. That's for sure.
I didn't even. Yeah. Wow. No kidding there.
How did you feel about it, though?
I liked it. I don't really read this genre very much. I mean, beyond what we've read in the podcast, that's probably it.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it. I was captured from those first couple of pages all the way through until the end, so I didn't want to put it down.
No, I felt the same way. I thought that it was really well written. Just captured from it from the first few sentences. And when a book gives me goosebumps that quickly, it's easy to just keep reading it. I didn't want to put it down either.
Yeah, you're thrown right into it from the very first page.
From the get-go. Yeah.
There is no...
Which I kind of liked.
Yeah, I'm learning about these characters as they're fighting for their lives, and I love every second of it. I don't need all of their nitty-gritty backstory, and I still get some of it by the end of the book, but not like a ton.
No, we got the important pieces. We didn't get all the extra fluff that we usually get, I feel like.
Right. Which makes the book an easy read, and also, like, it keeps you... Like, I didn't have to bore through anything that was like, oh, God, I don't need this information. Just get on with what we're doing.
Yeah, I agree. I will say that I'm definitely... Well, shit, now I'm the one who's not doing well with names. The main character, not Laura.
Olivia?
Yes, her.
Hey, the only reason I know this is because I finished the book like 20 minutes ago.
I feel like I related to her more than anybody. I definitely would have been the one who's like, okay, why are they following us? They're on our ass. What's going on? And I would have been like that from the get-go. I do it every time I drive to St. George.
No, I'm the same way. You take 2 turns the same way as me, and I'm like, they're following me. And every time Chris is like, probably not. Why would they? And I'm like, I'm going to make a third turn in a completely backwards direction just to prove it to you. And then they always pass. And I'm like,
I've had my fair share that have followed me, so I'm glad that you've had those experiences, because the other ones are not fun.
No, I've been followed before. There's a reason I get anxiety about it, but like, yeah, no. Every time Chris is with me, it's probably because he's with me. Anyway. Yeah, no, we get thrown right into it from the get-go. But I love that she's a crime junkie, because I'm also a crime junkie.
I am too. I definitely... Did you listen to Crime Junkie itself? Like, okay.
Yeah.
You know their little murder manual that they have that basically keeps you, like, helps keep you alive if you're to go missing? I had one of those for the longest time. Like, I had it in a binder and everything filled out, ready to go, just in case I got abducted.
That's so funny. And there, I mean, to an extent, there's nothing wrong with that, but also you're like, why are you prepared for that at the same time?
Right.
But yeah, no, I did listen to Crime Junkie. I also listened to another one that I really liked. That was years ago. I can't remember the name of it, but they were only half-hour long episodes, so so it was like perfect chunks for my drive, because that's how long my drive is.
That is nice. I honestly haven't listened to a podcast besides ours in a while.
I listen to Midas Touch. We're gonna lose some followers for that one, but I listen to Midas Touch.
I watch him on TikTok, so I feel like our followers kind of know our political views, honestly.
I mean, yeah. No, and I don't care. I'm one of those people. Like, I really don't care what your political stance is, as long as you're not an ass. Like, that's what it comes down to. You can have a different political opinion, just don't be a dick about it.
Right.
But yeah, no, I listen to Midas Touch. I just like it. He always comes up with receipts, and that's what I like about it. It's never just him spouting something at you and being like,
right,
good luck. Fact check that one on your own. Anyway, this is really off topic. I'm still not feeling that great, so I'm really easily distracted. Let's get back to the book here. Jeez Louise.
Were you shocked to figure out that it was Tony? Because I was not. I was sitting there screaming at the book. I was like, it's fucking Tony, man.
I did think it was Ziggy for like just a tad bit, because they put that in there. But then as soon as she was like, it's not Ziggy, I don't know who it is. It was like, Tony, duh, come on. Freaking. And then she was like, they're deltas. And I was like, Tony, dude.
But it took such a dark turn. Like,
it did. I was not expecting the sex trafficking aspect of it.
No, I was shocked.
Yeah, that was what I was like. Oh, I saw the girl being in the cellar when she was like, it smelled like. I was like, the missing girl was there.
That's what I thought she put her hand in.
Oh God. Yeah, real visceral response from me on that one. That and the deer, but the sex trafficking aspect of it got me. They talked about the rape that had gotten reported, and so that's what I thought happened to Trish, was that she had been raped by Tony or by Kyle, and that's what this whole thing was about.
See, I thought that was, I mean, and that probably is at least kind of partially what happened. I feel like it's somewhat insinuated that they were raped, because, I mean, she's pregnant with some random dude's baby.
Right. No, she definitely was, but I thought she knew.
Right. I can't even imagine finding that out. You think that you're fucking your boyfriend this entire time, this person that is supposed to love you and protect you, and you find out that he's been fucking whoring you out while he's putting, oh my god.
Yep.
Like, the minute that she put Greek life into that book, I was like, there's gonna be a problem.
I had no idea that was gonna be the twist though, and I mean, it was great. That's great. That's great writing. I'm totally down for it.
Yeah.
But I did not see that coming.
No, that really baffled me. I don't know. That's just I expected a lot of things. That just wasn't one that crossed my mind at all.
I was thankful that Tony helped him in the end, and then he turned out to be a dick too, and you know, like he only in it for himself, which I get to some extent. You know, protect yourself.
Yeah.
But you're also a prick. But obviously he had some kind of morals. He didn't like killing Kyle. He didn't want them to die.
Yeah, and it seemed like he genuinely had a problem with them being hurt at first. I mean, he kind of does his fair share of trying to look the part when they're before they walk out to the target range, but I don't know, when he grabbed her broken arm and shoved her into Olivia, I had chills all over my body because I just cannot even imagine what the fuck that pain feels like.
Yeah,
I would have thrown up, honestly, more than likely.
I would have, for sure, or passed out. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I go from like, oh, I'm in pain to like that, you know. So
I do the same thing.
it does not. Yeah. So I can't even imagine. I would probably have been passed out, and the broken ankle, like all of that, just made me. Oh.
I think bigger, like more than anything, more than the trafficking itself, the way that they differentiated and categorized these women, that is what really bothered me out of all of it. I mean, obviously, trafficking is god awful. That's horrendous. But to hear that they looked at these women like cattle, essentially, and branded them with whatever they wanted to, and okay, this one you can do whatever the hell you want with, all the way up into murder. Like,
Well, I want to know what.
how do you get that many fucked up men in one place?
More like, why are some of them only from the waist up? Like, you can't. Well, like, that didn't make any sense to me.
No, I want to know too what their ranking system was based on, because they didn't really.
No, it just said that some of them were marked red, some of them were marked blue. Was that the other color?
I think it was blue, yeah.
And then green was single.
Mm-hmm.
And black was off limits.
Off limits, yep. And I don't know, I mean, because they implied that most of the men in the fraternity knew.
And we're the clients, right?
Yeah. And it just...
Can you not find your own women?
Yeah. I don't know, I mean... I don't know. Just, that whole situation was bizarre to me. How do you get that many people to agree to it and be comfortable with it and not say anything for so long?
Mm-hmm. Years, 3 years at least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I get like that's a fraternity thing. I mean, we read the Lord, sorry. We were at the ritual, and we're like, how could this even be a thing? But I think because this one has a more realistic aspect to it. whereas the ritual was so outlandish that it's not possible.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I was hoping with the amount of times that they mentioned the coyotes that we were going to get a scene where somebody got mauled or attacked by a coyote. I was hoping one of the men would get dragged off into the bushes or something.
Oh, that's funny. I think the scene that like really hit home for me is right before she climbs into the back of the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting there and she's like, this is suicide. If I do this is suicide. Like, they're gonna know, they're gonna see me. Like, I have no plan, but I can't leave her behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I could literally see the truck like rocking back and forth as they try to get it up over that ledge. And she's just staring at this because it was probably waist high.
Uh-huh.
And how they didn't see her is beyond me. But she's just sitting there making that call, and for somebody like you, as close as we are, I would for sure climb in the back of that truck. But I'm also a fighter. I'm also a fighter through and through.
I am too, and I think that's, I don't know, it bothered me really badly when she left her. I understood
her thinking, pissed me off.
But when you don't know where these two men are, you have no idea what the hell they want with you or why they're doing this to you. No, I'm not leaving you. Absolutely not. Like,
and you were doing it. You were doing okay.
Yeah.
Like, you were getting. I mean, if you hadn't stopped, I think you had a good chance of getting away.
Yeah.
But they both stopped, and I understood when they stopped. Like, she had a severe concussion, but it didn't seem to affect her much later on.
No, and I feel like had they just sat there and been quiet, it probably would have been fine. It was probably her standing and screaming that really alerted them to what position she was in. I mean, I'm sure they were close, but that's what I imagine's happening anyways. Right. They're like trailing through the weeds somewhere around her.
And then they hear the scream. Right. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think they had a good shot of getting away had they just stuck together. And
yeah.
But I'm glad she didn't leave her friend to go die.
No, I agree. And I'm glad that she had the foresight enough to continue sending the text messages, even if it looked like they weren't going through, because I've done that plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
And before I used to go on first dates ever, I would send a picture of their license plate to my stepmom. So that, there's just things you do to
keep yourself safe.
Mm-hmm, be vigilant.
For sure. And that was one thing I liked about it, is she was so vigilant with the license plate, with all of it. I will say from personal experience, though, when she rolled over and touched the hot tailpipe.
Oh my God, I was gonna bring that up too.
Oh, as we both have done it. At the rental location, we both have done it. So as soon as she was like, I rolled over and touched the hot tail, and that was the first thing I thought of when she crawled under. I was like, don't touch the tailpipe, don't touch the tailpipe, don't touch the
I was thinking it too. The last time that I got on, when I had a motorcycle the last time, I fucking got on it in shorts to pull it in the garage and burned the fuck out of my leg on that pipe. Never wear shorts, even if you're moving it inside.
Never grab the axle of UTV right next to that hot tailpipe. I done lost pretty scar from that one.
Oh my God, ow. Yeah, that was definitely one where immediately I was just like, oh my God, I know how that feels.
Yeah, I literally, it was the only part that pulled me out of the book, and it was literally because of personal experience, and not because it was badly written by any means. It was literally me going, don't fucking touch the tailpipe. Don't, Oh my God, don't touch the tailpipe. And then she does, and I was like, but the one thing that I will say is they were like, it burned, and I was like, nope, that tailpipe is so fucking hot. It fries everything. Yeah. There is no pain.
No, you're just left with shiny skin afterwards. It looks really fucking weird.
Yeah, you're just like, damn.
Uh-huh.
Can't believe I just did that.
Yep.
There's like a moment of heat. That's all you get.
Yeah.
It's just like a flash moment of heat, and then all the nerves die off.
I kept thinking too, like when she smacked him with the tire iron, I get not hitting him twice because you're scared or whatever. You should have fucking hit him again. You should have immediately fucking hit him again.
Should have hit him in the nuts. He definitely wouldn't have gotten up then.
No, I mean, Jesus.
I get it though. I do. If you're not a like, we both have that we're willing to throw down if needed
Right.
mentality. So it's a little different. Like, I'm not saying we're violent people. We're not violent people. But if it were to come down to life or death emergencies, both of us would be like, fists up. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a reason.
Yeah, literally.
But if you're not one of those people, like Chris isn't that kind of person. He's very much, he would rather solve anything through nonviolence. He isn't a nonviolent person. I could see, in that situation, you hit somebody that hard, they go down, and you're like, I think I killed them, to be like, well, I'm not touching them again.
Yeah.
Like, that was too far. So I get it at the same point. But
I do too.
Yeah.
To a degree. I think I don't know. For me, I am.
Yeah, I'd hit him again.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, you and I are just fighters, and I don't know. If a bitch fucking was chasing me like that and then had the audacity to make me roll my vehicle down a mountain, yeah, I'm bashing your head in. Fuck you.
It's life or death. If I don't kill you, you're killing me, for sure.
Survival. That is not. I no longer care that you dated my best friend's sister. Don't give a shit. Your life.
Did she recognize who it was at that point? I don't think she did.
No, because they had the masks on still. And they didn't take the masks off until.
No, he didn't have his mask on. She just didn't recognize him. Because
it took them a while to put
who he was for being, but I guess we kind of find out that the Tish and Tony might have been engaged, but they weren't very seen in public ever.
Yeah, they were separate.
Private.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So, but at the beginning, it kind of insinuates that she has a little crush on Tony.
Yeah.
So that was kind of why I was like, you don't recognize him, but whatever.
And maybe it was because it was dark out and it was just hard to see
and
features and adrenaline. Yeah. And I don't know. I can see your brain in a situation like that altering things because it doesn't want you to know who it is in a moment of safety, kind of like to protect yourself,
Like, I can't believe the person that I knew, somebody I knew did this.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was all very crazy to me. Kyle's character bothered me the entire fucking time, though. They
wrote him in as a great psychopath.
Oh my god, he was a grade A fucking asshole. Like, narcissistic. He gaslit the fuck out of them. And then
it was damn good psychopath, that's for sure.
Yeah. And the pain that Lara had to put herself in to throw her fucking body over that center console to unlock the door or whatever she did for Olivia at the very end.
Mm-hmm. Yep, to unlock the door so she could get in.
Mm-hmm. She's lucky that glass was bulletproofed.
I don't know if it was or if it was just a low caliber gun. That's more what I thought, because the second shot went through 5 yards away. Second shot went straight through. So I think it was just a low caliber gun. Windshields are pretty tough.
I guess. I was just thinking, target. I mean, I guess target practice. You could take a 22 and not think anything of it. But as somebody who's trying to kill somebody, you wouldn't think you'd be carrying a 22.
22 does more damage.
It does
No,
a decent. I mean, it'll bounce
it
around
bounces,
inside you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
But
bounces around inside you. That's the real problem. I mean, a
yeah.
22 isn't gonna not do damage.
No, it just may not kill you instantly or in
No,
one shot like another gun would. And
no,
maybe
definitely
that
not.
totally could be why it was low caliber. He clearly liked to play with his food.
Yeah, and what's her name was Ava was shot right through the chest. So, but based on, it's hard to tell because they talk about the gaping wound in her chest, but
Yeah.
she was also mostly skeleton at this point. So the only thing I can think of is close range.
It would have had to have been because if she has a gaping hole in her chest like that, I would have almost thought shotgun. Like
Close range shotgun,
close
maybe.
range shotgun, yeah, would
But
blow your chest apart. But I don't know.
sounds like Kyle came from a whole family of assholes, though.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. The
I felt so
description of
bad for
trapping in
him.
the deer and the fence, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I felt really bad for Ava and like just imagining dying, bleeding out in some dirt basement, like crawl
Right,
space, I should say.
right.
Like you have to be so far gone from your humanity to do that to somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Which makes me wonder if that's why he was so emboldened to do what he did with Laura and Olivia, was because he got away with Ava.
For a long time. Wasn't it a few years?
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
She went missing 3 years earlier. And so that's why I'm
crazy.
wondering if like that's why he felt emboldened, like he was the one to manage it. To me, it's kind of shocking. I mean, I guess Tony joined the Deltas when he was a freshman, which would have been, when are they, seniors? So it would have been 4 years ago. So he should have known. In my like, because the way they talk about how he didn't know about Ava, but
he also says Tony's his bitch, and that implies he's with you at all times.
yeah, and that Tony called Kyle to take care of it, and that they've both been red marked, so that anything goes. So I don't know. The whole situation is kind of shitty.
What I want to know is what the fuck were the police doing? Because if somebody dies at a public area like that and there's cabins surrounding, one with a person who's already in jail, wouldn't you think to maybe search those areas?
I don't think they knew where she was. She had just gone missing. They didn't know anything about it. And then all the rumors started up about her being in Coffin Creek, but they were miles. I mean, they rode for like half an hour in the truck.
I thought that they said that she went missing from Coffin Creek, and that's why.
No, the rumors were that she was buried at Coffin Creek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought that they were saying that she had gone missing from there, and I was like, wouldn't you search that surrounding area? Like, wouldn't that be...
No, they said that the rumors were that she got buried there, which the Kyles and the Deltas must have been spreading those rumors around to save his face, which is also kind of why I was like, how did Tony not know?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he was just trying to save his own ass in the end.
Maybe he didn't want to see them die. For something that Tish was doing and not them. They had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he had more sympathy and empathy for Lara than he did for Liv, and I wonder if that's just purely because of Tish, or if he maybe had some feelings for Lara, but I don't know. It just seemed like he didn't give much of a shit that Liv was even really a part of the entire thing. It was more about Lara, even though it wasn't really about either of them.
Right. They had no idea what was going on. Tish hadn't shared anything.
Yeah.
Jenny even shared that she was pregnant or anything.
I
know. I could just think about finding all this information out when
I think
she had to have been like, what, 10 weeks pregnant at that point?
Yeah. You'd be lucky not to lose your baby at that point, I feel like.
Yep.
Just too much stress. Plus, they have no idea. I mean, she's being slipped a date rape of some kind, some type of drug, you know. That's gonna harm a baby. That's not gonna, like...
The whole thing is crazy. The whole thing is crazy. And the thing is it really would be, I mean, you get enough guys interested and willing to keep quiet about it, it wouldn't be that hard to do.
Well, I'm sure it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That book really had me on the edge of my seat the entire time that I was reading it.
I read through the reviews, so now that we've gone through most of the book, I read through some of the reviews once because I did my Goodreads review on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to do that.
One of the ones I read gave it a 1-star review because it said, "Who the hell drives 2 hours outside of the city with nothing but a phone on 15% in an old beat-up car?" And I want to remind that person. I don't know why my camera glitching out. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to remind that person that this book was written in 2006. Or based in 2006. It took me a minute. I had to go back and read it again because I was like, damn, a flip phone.
I remember being a little surprised too that they were using a flip phone.
Like the rest of it didn't get me, but the flip phone got me. And my first thought was the one of the new like Z Folds or whatever. Anyway, because I've been thinking about getting one of those because that's what I need.
That's because TikTok's fucking telling you to buy it. Alex and I have also been influenced. It's all over our For You page.
In like a week. I haven't even been on TikTok in like a week because I've been so sick. So, but the real reason is because Verizon keeps sending me deals for it, and my current phone's paid off. So it's like, you're due for an upgrade, and I'm like, I'm due for an upgrade.
It's pretty. I want it. I'm fucking done with Apple.
Anyways, this book is based in 2006, and when I am totally the person that my phone is always almost dying. If Facebook RSVP, like calling and texting people, I could just imagine how long those text messages actually took her to type out because it's 666.
Yeah, you fucking T9 in it if you know how. Like
right.
Which I was never good at. I had to type it all the way out.
I always had to think about it.
I could do the really basic ones, but the others no.
So, I thought that was, totally on brand for, and they're college seniors. They don't give a shit. They're,
they have a boombox as their car radio, like
with a cassette tape.
Yeah. Do you remember me driving to work last year in my car with my little speaker because my stereo was broken?
I usually use my headphones, but yes. So I'm like, I would commit that crime in 2006 if I were driving around. I would be that person that would drive around with the phone at 15% because, I mean, cell phone, you didn't use them very often if you had them.
No.
And you go to a bonfire with a ton of other people, with no cell service. In the end, it doesn't matter. You have no cell service the whole time you're up there anyway.
And let's be really real. Crime back then was just not as horrific as it is now. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was still happening. We had our fair share of serial killers during that era of time, but things have gotten worse with technology. So
I wouldn't say got worse as much as easier access.
Yeah, I could see that. I would say
I think
it's
that the
gotten
same
worse.
crimes have always been being committed. I just think those criminals have easier access to people with social media and everything else.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think they have a way to advertise now too, and that's part of the problem with TikTok. Like, you can go on TikTok and find hard porn. It's not going to be long before beheadings are on there too, just like they used to be on Facebook.
Or iFunny used to be just memes, and then it became, I can't even.
Like,
My husband's still on 9gag.
oh god.
He's like, "Did you see this meme?" And I was like, "Yes." Why are you on 9gag, man? Because he's in his 30s. I say that like he's super old. Anywho, we have some really awesome announcements. No, we
do. Yeah.
I'm so excited. So we talked about last episode having a Discord. It is set up. You can find our Discord community. I don't know why I'm blurry. It's actually really pissing me off here. That didn't make it any better. You can find our Discord at Naughty Narratives Book Club. I will make sure we have the link on all of our social medias. I'll get it to Maddie so she can post the link on all of our social medias. So you can join, and we'll also be starting subscriberships on there if you want to help support us. And we will also be starting a Patreon account as well. So it's going to be real basic. And there'll be not a ton of special extra perks for our Patreon members, just because we really want everybody to be able to enjoy the podcast to its full potential without having to pay for it. That's been a goal for us from the very beginning. But we have a couple of dedicated fans, and we would really like, if you're willing and not required, if you want to help support us and keep us going.
Yeah. And if you do end up keeping watch on there too, we should have some pretty cool little additives on there here within the next few weeks. I'm not going to announce those quite yet, just until we have decided
exactly
how we feel about them, but there should be some extras that'll be pretty nifty. So
yeah. So we're working on some really cool stuff for you guys. We appreciate all 22 of our subscribers on Spotify. I don't even know how many we have on YouTube. I haven't looked in a minute. So every single one of you is important to us. We would appreciate it if you shared the podcast, followed us if you don't, but you regularly listen. All of that stuff is really, really valuable to us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yes. Anyway, now that we're done begging for attention, that's what it feels like whenever I'm like, please like and subscribe.
I know.
We will see you all next week on our regularly scheduled Tuesday appointment.
Yes, and everybody be safe this weekend. It's a pretty big holiday weekend, so everybody safe travels and have a good time with your families.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Have a good night. We'll talk to you all next week.
See ya.